Hi, my name is Salim Abdullah. I am a third-year digital media studies student at Vancouver Island University. Recently, about 2 months ago, I was encouraged to get out of my comfort zone and try to create or learn something new. It was a project for one of my classes, digital media literacy, or also known as DIGI301. The most exciting part for me of that project was basically that this specific project is not going to be graded based on the success or failure of the project itself, rather based on what knowledge did we learn, what new skills did we gain throughout the process of creating that specific project. The project also needed to be related to digital media and somehow, so I decided to build a robot and program that robot using programming languages, any of them like C or C++ or Python, whichever works the best for the purpose of the robot that I'm trying to build and program. I wanted the robot to be able to follow a line or go through a track which I can make myself. Now, to be able to build the robot, I needed to learn first about electronics, which are the most important parts of the robot. I have learned during my research that there is something called Arduino Uno R3, which is basically a tiny board that has some memory capacity where you could write a program and then upload that program to the board, and then that board is going to be basically responsible for executing whatever orders are included in the program that I have written. So after spending some time learning online, I wanted to start experimenting. And so I started experimenting and trying some of these parts and how they work, but after frying few LEDs, I decided to look for another solution because I can't just fry all the parts that I have and keep ordering new parts from Amazon. And then I learned about a platform called Tinkercad, where I could basically design a circuit or just, it's kind of a simulation for current and circuits, so I don't have actually to fry anything. I can just simply simulate whatever I want to do with the robot first on the software, and then after that I'm gonna just, if it works on the software, I'm just gonna do it. If not, I need to figure out what's the problem. Right now I'm testing. I have connected the motors and the motor driver, and I have written a simple program as well on the Arduino Uno, and we're gonna check and see if it's actually gonna work. The simple program that I have written is basically I want the robot to go forward for 2 seconds and then go backward for 2 seconds as well. And it's not working. Oh. Okay, so moment of truth. The robot should move forward for 2 seconds and move backward for 2 seconds according to the code, so let's try that. Okay, it's only going forward.
I think we're ready for the first test, the very first test for 51. Seems like we need to do some adjustments. So this is what is basically happening. The robot, once the robot gets here, and we see both lights off, that means the robot should stop here, but because there's no brakes and I use 4 motors, the robot would keep moving a bit forward before it completely stops. So as we can see, the screen is not even at the edge of the table yet. So let's try that again. Right now, it's past the edge. And that difference is enough for it to pass only one strip of black tape. So I'm just gonna add another strip of black tape and see if that's gonna work. Oh, come on. Okay, so I ran out of tape, and I also honestly don't think it's a tape problem, because I couldn't get it to work, even though on the corners I used like 5 lines of tape. So I'm just gonna try to do something. So I was to solve the problem by changing the program. So instead of the motors just stopping whenever the robot detects the black tape or the black color, it actually runs backwards. And so that just, it acts kind of like a brake, so the momentum doesn't push the robot until it passes the black tape. And I think it works. Wow. After a month and a half almost, and I don't really know. I need to look at the papers to see how many hours did I spend on learning. It just feels amazing. It feels great. It's just because I think I feel like I'm holding an idea with my hands. It's like I brought an idea to life. It feels way more amazing than it feels when I produce a video, for example, and then I don't know, it's just different. It feels different in a good way.
Cam? Cam? Would you please just close the door? Thank you, Habibi. Cam has been always breaking the fourth wall. Oh, okay, more distractions. Good.